Hello, yeah, welcome back to my channel. So today we're going to be talking about how I passed my GED mathematics. Yeah, so the GED mathematics was pretty good because I've always been a fan of mathematics. So, and my GED mathematics was, the thing that was the same with my country. It was the same mathematics over here. Mathematics don't change, it's the same everywhere, unlike other subjects. So yeah, the GD mathematics takes about, how long did it take me? It took about 110 minutes. Yeah, 110 minutes or so to answer like, how many questions? I can't remember. Probably 45 questions or so. The GD mathematics checks your quantitative reasoning and checks your algebraic reasoning. Yeah. So this is the introductory part for the GD mathematics. I use this book for all my GED tests. So in this GED, the first part comes where they say you may not use calculator. If you go to the hall with the testing center with your own calculator, they'll take it from you. So that first part you're meant to calculate with your head. You have a marker and a board where you can solve your maths. The testing center I went for my GED, it was a bit, what will I say, by the rules, because they even took my pencil. They took my pencil from me. They just left me with nothing, because they gave me the mark. They took my pen and my pencil. They took everything from me. So I was just there. They took my calculator too in the first part where they say you may not use calculator. So the first part, you have to use your head to solve the maths. You don't have to be bothered about it, because studying with this textbook will pull you through on how to study and answer some questions without a calculator. So I think the questions without calculator took about, how many questions was there? I think 10 questions without calculator or so, if not up to so. So when you're done, then you go on a break, and when you resume after the break, then you're allowed to use calculator. So yeah, it was pretty easy for me because I don't know, maths doesn't sound like a big deal for me. The word problem, things that came out are the word problem, probability, inequality, but word problem came out very well though. Quadratic equation, slope interception, fractions, I think graphs. Graphs came out. I'm trying to see. Simple interest. Yeah, I remember that. Simple interest came out. Let me see. Did I say probability? Probability came out. And yeah, that was basically what I was saying. And then algebra, finding x and finding a and all that. Angles came out. Yeah, but one thing about the GED mathematics is that you have to read the question carefully, because you might just read the first line and go and start solving, and you have no idea of what the question is, what the question is actually asking you. So mostly the question comes in the last line of the sentence. What am I saying? Yeah, so the question comes in the last line of the sentence. So you have to read through. You don't just read and then go and start solving. Else you might just get it wrong in the options. So you have to read from the top, If there are graphs, you have to study the graphs, and you have to read the last line. That's where the questions come most time. And then you have to know what they are asking you to calculate first, so that you don't calculate the wrong thing, and then you make your calculations. Sometimes if I have enough time, I like to, when I'm with the calculator and I click, if I click, for example, 2 times 2, and it gives me 4, and then if I look at the options, I see that there's 4. When I look at my time and I have time, I just want to calculate it again, probably to see if I got the numbers that are on the screen, if that's what I typed in. Because sometimes you're rushing, or you get confused and you see 6 on the screen, and then you're putting 4 in your calculator. That can be annoying too. So I just like to cross-check the numbers. I know that I'm typing the same thing in my calculator. Yeah, so how I felt after the GED maths. Funny enough, I was comfortable with the GED exam, the maths exam, but after the exam, I felt like I don't know, I felt like what will be will be. But to my surprise, it came out fine, came out good. Yeah, so what I got in my GED maths is 162. Yeah, I got my 162 in my GED maths. Yeah, so that's about the GED. Right now, I'm preparing for my GED science. I have it by the end of this month. So by the time I'm done, I'll come and tell you guys how the exam went and how I felt after the exam. So nice talking to you guys. Make sure you like this video if it was helpful, and then if you have an upcoming GED exam, or if you're in a GED class practicing, don't practice too much. Like, don't spend months in practicing for just one subject. Fix a date for your test and then go do it. You see that by the time you fix a date for your test, that's when you're reading, and then you get serious with your reading. But if you're just studying, and then you have not fixed a date for your test yet, you won't feel like you have to study much, or you have to put your mind into what you're studying. But when you fix a date for your test, then you see that you are eager to study and cover up some pages. Yeah, so that's all I have to say. See you in my next video. Bye.